Hi, I'm Euge Valovirta, and on this one I'm gonna check out and compare Buzz Space Echo RE-202 and Space Echo RE-2. Yeah, I had to play a little bit Van Halen because of the Space Echoes. Okay, so Buzz Space Echo RE-202 and Space Echo RE-2. You know, a little bit more advanced, a little bit more stripped down. The sound is pretty much similar, but I don't know if you heard, if it translated to YouTube, but I could clearly... This feels a bit more like actual, you know, like a tape echo thing. It's been a while since I played with a real one, but I can clearly tell. I think this has the saturation knob, and you know, there's a reason why it is a bit more expensive. Yes, it has a bit more features, tweaking options. Both are really great and does the tape echo thing, like, you know, absolute joy to play with these two. The signal chain gear I'm using now, it's my Warmoth Tokai Super Strat I recently burned on a campfire. Just replaced the, you know, one pickup, EMG81. Then it goes to the pedal board where I used a little bit of flanger and phaser in there. Then into Boogie Mark V. And I used the channel 2 on the crunch mode, and now I'm using the Mark II C Plus, you know, with the triode tube. So it's kind of like the original MK2C Plus. So that's it. And both of the pedals are in the effect loop of the amplifier. Some features, if I compare these, so the saturation knob, this doesn't have a saturation knob, which I think it's kind of, it's really cool. You get this, you know, well, the saturation that you get with the original real echoes, especially when you know, crank them, so it kind of, the tape kind of distorts in a pleasant way. Well, that's really cool. Wow, and flutter, so you know how much, let me actually put a clean channel so I show you. The wow and flutter thing, let's put kind of channel 2. You know how much the tape flutters, so that's kind of cool. And then mode selector, so there's 12 different modes, and if I turn these, you can probably see, so it changes the kind of the repeats, what kind of delays they are. So 3, that was my favorite, just a basic one, deep basic repeat. And then with like, there's 2 a little bit different ones, let's say 3. Okay, let's put a repeat time a little bit longer. Like, so you can get really wild sound from this. My favorite was just a basic, you know, 3 repeats, repeat time, and yeah, so the repeat rate, that's how fast or slow. Okay, and then the intensity is how many repeats. So on some delays it's called feedback. So you can go really crazy with this. And the echo wall, that's pretty obvious. That is how loud the echo is compared to the, you know, dry signal. Cool. And then there's reverb. What is really cool, I don't know if this is like after the delay, or it feels to me that like it's like in a series, so it's kind of blended in there. It's one of my all-time favorite plugins when mixing, you know, guitar leads. I use Softube's Tape Echo, which is some digital emulation of a, you know, space echo, pretty much this thing, but in a plugin format. And that has the reverb is kind of like in not in series, or it's wrong, in parallel. So it kind of blends in there. So you can add a reverb, kind of soften the peaks. To get really big sounding things. I usually blend in when I'm mixing just a tiny amount of reverb in there, so it kind of smoothens it nicely. I mean, this just makes me want to play Van Halen. Okay, then bass and treble. So this controls the character of the delay. Let me show you. If we want a really bright reverb, you know, or if I want a dark reverb with a lot of low end, delay, not reverb. So that's kind of cool. And this has pretty much the same controls. The echo is the echo volume. The reverb, you can determine how much reverb. It has tone, so either a brighter or instead of the bass and treble, this has tone control. So let's check out. Or darker, like that. And the intensity, you know, feedback, how many repeats. Cool. And the wow and flutter, the rate, and the 12 modes. So both are really cool pedals. Would I get this? Yeah, I mean, why not? I love the tape echo. I've been using the Bus DD2 delay on my live board since 90s, or whenever I bought it. It was my first delay. I still use it. You know, it works. But this is really cool because I like to use tape echoes, you know, the soft tube one on when I'm mixing, you know, my own bands, CYHRA, my solo stuff, and other bands. That's my go-to delay plugging for, you know, guitar leads. Get this dirty kind of blends in nicely in the mix, and this does the same. Probably I would choose this for live applications because it's smaller, you know, it fits nicely in the pedal board. But this one, I feel this is, I don't know if the programming or whatever, I think it's pretty much the same. But this has a little bit more feature, especially the saturation. Let me show you on a clean amp what the saturation does. It's kind of compresses, makes it. Let's check with the distortion. And without the saturation, it's much more kind of like a digital delay. But with this one, with the saturation, it really smoothens out there. Really cool. Conclusion. Both are great. this is a bit more like an original, especially because of the saturation. And you can do, you know, you can choose whether it's a, you know, line input or, well, guitar now because I'm playing guitar, but you know, you could use this with a keyboard with the line input. Both are stereo. Now I'm running them in mono. This has also an aged tape. Let's actually check that out. Yeah, really cool. Great pedals. What else? Yeah, you can have the expression pedal on both, and you can program these to do what you want that expression pedal to do, whether it's, you know, changing the delay time, the delay level, or whatnot. Very like capable of. You can create many types of things with these, and this obviously has a memory, so you can use program different type of, like, you know, your basic delay. What I'm using now, kind of the number 3 is my favorite. Then you could have like this, you know, extremely wild, you know. That kind of stuff. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully this was interesting and informative. You know, more info in the description below. I put the links to MusiX website. Thank you again for letting me borrow these. I really wanted to check these out because, like I said, I love the Softube Stereo Echo plugin when mixing, and you know, especially this one does the job really well. Until next time, take care, all the best. Bye.